G'day and welcome to Aussievision. I'm Dale and we're going to be going through the UK entry today. Now, last night it came out Australian time. I watched it live. I was recording a reaction to it and my camera phone cut out halfway through and stopped recording without my knowledge. Yay! So you can see that I was actually reacting to it. It does have that kind of park life. I like little synthy sounds. There's a lot of talking. Quite very British with Eins, Zwei, Drei somehow. It's catchy. That's just sensory overload. So I am going to go and through it today, watch it all again, and just sort of speak through my thoughts. So this is only going to be the, I think, third time I've seen it. So it's still fresh. I've had a little bit more time to sit with it as well. So maybe I can give a little bit more analysis rather than the initial shock of the whole thing, because it was a bit overstimulating in a good way, maybe. All right, well, let's just go through it and then I'll give my thoughts. Okay. First of all, the video is fantastic, can I just say? This whole sing-talky British thing is good and very authentic. I do worry about how that's going to sound live on stage, especially starting like that. But it kind of gives me that kind of late 70s, early 80s kind of sound of British music. Almost like baggy trousers and going into park life of the 90s. This bit, I really struggle with. I feel like I get a bit of cringe for that little bit. The rest, sing-talky is fine. I mean, the computer thing, Gina G on acid. The chorus is catchy. I don't know if people are going to get why he's doing the German Eins, Zwei, Drei. But I don't think by the end of the song they'll care. And I like the production's cool. This whole like roly poly and custard, or like it could be charming or just very not for Europe. I'm a bit 50-50. And I am worried about how that's going to sound live. But from what I've watched of his live stuff, that whole Euros thing as well, you just really start to pick into the chorus at this point. It starts to really stick. You pick it up, the song, by you could sing along to it by now. Not that I have any clue at this stage watching it for the first time what it's about. I like this bit that we're going here. He's going to get to play around with the thing even though it's not a live instrument. This car thing looks a bit Milkshake Man, can I say? The clap thing is going to be good because it's going to get the audience involved now that we know we can hear them this year. I really feel we pick up in a really good way here. I feel like this is just going to be going off in the stadium at this point. This is where I'm really like, oh, okay. This is actually quite good. Starts to run out of a little bit of steam. And I hate that finish. So overall, I kind of feel very 50-50 on it. Let's go with this. The UK of having a big swing here and doing something very different. You still have a chorus to hang on to, but you're really leaning into Britishness, and that's great. It's authentic. It's very authentically him. I mean, despite the fact it's co-written with a bunch of other Europeans and Swedes. But I think, is this too domestic? I think I've seen a lot of really good reaction from British fans, and I think
that leans into what you like to project out. And I think there's this kind of like authenticness of this kind of like, as I was mentioning, that kind of early 80s into that kind of like Britpop 90s sound in this kind of more alt way, which is great. Like, it's not your, what some might have said, generic Remember Monday stuff. However, Remember Monday got like 80 odd points in the jury. Yes, you didn't get anything with the public vote. Does this have jury appeal? I'm not sure. Like, yes, it's a bit different, but vocally, you know, he's not going to be the greatest vocalist in the world. It may be seen, to be honest, by a lot of people outside as a bit of a novelty song. And I know that's not the intention, but it's just perception. Eurovision is about perception, not what the reality is. You may be intending something, but I worry about it being seen as a bit of a novelty fun song and that the UK aren't taking it seriously. That's the concern potentially here. So it's going to be how you present that on stage. You have to be happy if you're going to have a risk that you may not get a great result, because Remember Monday still got top 20, but they got 0 points. So if you want to get a Eins, Zwei, Drei points in the public vote, or maybe a few more, people talking about 50, people talking about 30 or whatever, it seems like UK are desperate to get public points. And it reminds me a little bit of us after like Sheldon Riley time, where we got a big jury score, 2 points in the public vote. We'd suffered that before with Jessica Bellboy, and we'd suffered that with Isaiah Firebrace. I feel like you're in that stage and you don't care if you come 24th, but you get more than 0 points. So if you're going for that, this could be it, but you still got to get, this still has to land. And so it's a risk. So you have to be kind of happy that you're sending something that you think is great, and it doesn't matter about the result. Think about the Spanish fans. In the last couple of years, people have been going, look, you're sending something that's not going to be widely loved in Europe, and you have to kind of be happy if that's the case, if you don't get a good result. This is a bit of a wild card. Like, people could really take to this. Like, the chorus is really sticky, and it's going to be about that presentation, that it doesn't come across as not... People expect Britain to be like slick and super professional. They expect Sam Ryder quality, and when you don't give Sam Ryder, then they give you dust. If you're going to go alternative and weird, you're going to make it really come across that this is a really big effort in this way, and it has to be presented in that way. So if it comes off dinky, if it comes across as Britain's Got Talent, then you're in big trouble. So live presentation is huge for this. Even the build-up of it, and the way, hopefully, Look Mum No Computer takes it seriously in the kind of pre-parties and promotion, will be super important, that this isn't a joke, that this is something they're really trying to go for. Because I think it has something, but at the same time, I feel very split on it. It's a very bigger Marmite, Vegemite song, and I feel that a lot of people aren't going to fall on the good side of it. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful, and I'm not bored, and it's interesting. And I want UK to do well. I'm a big supporter of UK. I've gone through some hard years with the UK before Australia came in. So I want you to do well, but I always use the kind of, if this was representing Australia, how would I feel? Obviously, let's take the cultural side of it. I would be worried that we would be seen as not taken seriously. That's how I would feel if it was an Australian song. And I fear that for the UK, but hopefully they can overcome that. All right. Some good parts in there, but on a competitive front, just some concerns. But all down to staging, and it won't matter what I say until we get to Vienna.